9/11 is tomorrow, 20 years ago. The terror attacks, of course, on New York City, killing almost 3,000 people. That was a day that changed America and American history forever. 2 decades later, take a look at some of these images showing the devastation from that day. Some of the chaos burned into the minds of many people. Our next guests are here to share their personal stories from that tragic day. Joining us, Republican gubernatorial candidate in New York, Andrew Giuliani, and host of Wise Guys right here on Newsmax, John Tabacco. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We'll get to you in a second, John, because you were just blocks away from this on 9/11. And your father, of course, famous for his response, and any of us that were here that day, that time, the weeks and months, owe a debt of gratitude to the work he did. What was your own personal experience then?
Well, it was actually my third or fourth, maybe fifth day of freshman year of high school. And I specifically remember driving over the George Washington Bridge maybe 75 minutes, 90 minutes before the first plane struck the tower. And later that day, I thought about our conversation. We were talking about the Monday Night Football New York Giant loss. And I remember thinking later that day how inconsequential that conversation actually was when you thought about it. Obviously, you know, sports played a very big role in, kind of the healing nature.
People have those conversations.
It is. It absolutely is. But I think for us, what really changed was it didn't matter the result anymore of the games. It mattered the fact that New Yorkers could join together. But specifically on that day, the emotion that I remember is probably one that, you know, so many of us shared, which was not just the anger, but the sadness, the hopelessness, and the wanting to figure out, well, how do we make sure this doesn't happen again? But yeah, I remember finding out in first period of high school, probably one thing that was a little bit unique for me was I had a protective detail on me, NYPD intelligence officers. They never came into class, as sometimes is portrayed in the movies, but they actually came into my class in first period, and that's when I went up to them and asked them what was going on, and they told me at that point that was something that they had not done in the 7.5 years of the time that they were guarding me.
Man, we'll come back to you, but John, you were just a couple blocks away when this happened.
Right, yeah, I worked in the World Financial Center, right across the street from the Trade Center, and we came out of the Battery Tunnel that morning, and we heard Howard Stern saying, hey, a small plane hit the tower, and I called my brother, who was in the office, and he lived in Battery Park. He said, yeah, you better go park over on the east side, because there's all fire engines. So we went around. And then as we're kind of walking up Maiden Lane to Broadway, the second plane hits. And to us, at first, you try to be optimistic. I'm thinking it's like boilers blowing up in the building and people screaming, it's another plane. And I'm just like, with two girls in my office walk, said, no, it can't be another plane.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's got to be like boilers or gas mains or something. But then it was evident that something really bad happened. We ducked into like a small, like Irish pub over there, and there was just people from everywhere. Like, hey, I need a drink at 9 o'clock in the morning. Like, is this really happening? And you seeing it on television, and we're staying in there for a little while, and you're seeing the reports, Pennsylvania, you know, Pentagon, and then all of a sudden, this old kind of decrepit guy with a cane came like limping in the door. He said, "The bleeping building's falling," and we were like, "No." And then you looked on the TV and you could see it start quaking.
Yeah.
And literally everybody, because we were like just a block down on Maiden from Broadway, everybody just ran out and we start running east, you know, and just, you know, it starts coming down, smoke starts coming down. And I remember we literally ran to the edge of the city, the railing by the seaport there. And the smoke, and everyone's down. I have a couple of young people from my office who I drove in with. I said, if these all, the thought was, are all these buildings going to start falling? And I just yelled out to them. I said, if anything starts falling, dive in and start swimming, because we were out of land. But, you know, I had, thankfully, a fortunate outcome. 192 Staten Island residents where I live perished that day. Wall Street folks, sanitation folks, cops, firemen, all first responders. And Staten Island was actually the hardest hit county in all of New York State. So, you know, I'm more focused on the loss of life we suffered in my little town and how tight we came together after it. And I think that's one of the testaments to our country that we talk about this week on Wise Guys, because the common theme was whether you were black, white, what your sex, your race, your religion, Americans, that's the last time we all kind of came together and said,
Yeah.
this is just humanity.
And this town did too,
Yeah.
as you know. I mean, New Yorkers are known for being tough. I've always said they have two personalities, a tough one, and then you get to talk to them a little bit, and they're really nice. Everybody was really nice. We
Yeah.
were all going through this together.
Yeah, and I think a little bit to John's point right there, and to your point as well, Bob, you know, there's been this movement over the last few years to defund the police and really go after our first responders. I think it's so important to remember that if there was another disaster that happened today, you would have police, you would have firefighters, you would have the Port Authority, like they did on September 11th,
right.
coming in to rescue, whether you're white, black, Jewish, Christian, whatever your religion,
Like they
whatever your
said,
creed or race were.
Those guys
They-
going up the stairs while everybody else is going down.
We need to honor those 343 firefighters, those 23 NYPD officers, not just on September 11th each and every year, but I really think every day we need to keep perspective and say they are some of the best among us, some of the best New Yorkers and some of the best Americans.
Yeah.
John, thank you. Andrew, thank you. And again, you see your father, again, all of us who were part of that, you know, he was special in leading us during that time. So pass the best along to him.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Heather.
Thanks.
All right. Be sure to check out Wise Guys with John Tabacco Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on Newsmax. And Heather, you're also going to be talking about 9/11 tomorrow.
Yes, from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. We'll be covering all of the ceremonies that are happening across the country.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.